told me, even 5 or 6 years ago, that a dream I've had for over 25 years would be fulfilled after everything that I had been through, I wouldn't have believed you. But I just want to encourage everybody that is watching this, that no matter how dark or dismal your situation is today, it could change tomorrow. The room is coming along. I have got some more furniture pieces settled in and in place. The sofa is not staying in here. It's only going to stay here until we have the flooring done in our main living space. We still have to finish that flooring. Today I decided I'm going to put my items on this wall that I have been kind of dragging my feet on. I basically stashed them on one wall over here, but you can't even really see everything, and nothing is in places that look right to the eye. Again, I just stashed things over there because I didn't have anywhere else to put them. So now I'm going to work on the wall behind our bed, and I've been contemplating how to make all these pieces come together for a while. So let's see what I come up with today. You guys, there has never been this much dirt in my bed. Since this room started out as being everybody's room, because when we first moved in, we had a whole bunch to do in all of the rooms of the house before we could really move into them. It was about 2 weeks before we could move into the other rooms. We all stayed in this room, and it was fun. It was like a camp out for our family, actually. I had all the beds all lined up. They all fit in here. Except two. Two of the kids were staying, the oldest boys were staying in the room next to us. We were able to get that room cleaned up well enough that they could stay in there, but this is the room that most of our family stayed in. So we didn't have our sofa unpacked for the first week, and so the beds were like the sofa. And now I can't get my kids untrained that the sofa is there and my bed is here instead of my bed. So they come in from outside to watch a show because the TV is still set up in this room. So they come in to watch a show like in the evening or on the weekend, and they're filthy. They've been in the gardens, they've been out playing in the woods, they've been playing in the driveway, they've been playing outside in the dirt, and then they get into my bed. And so my bed is constantly, I will get into bed at night and it's like, ugh, because there's sand and leaves and rocks and dirt in it constantly. So I'm trying to get my children trained to stay out of my bed. I'm actually really liking the way that this is looking, kind of simple the way it is. I'm not sure what else I will put up here. I'll probably put more up here eventually, but I just don't know what yet, and I don't want to go overboard at this stage. So I'm going to keep it kind of simple for now. We've been in our new home for over a month now, and starting about 2 weeks after we arrived here, I started trying to get this room in some kind of an order, but it just would be halfway in order one day and then the next it was like a bomb went off. So it's been a challenge. Ideally, I wanted to have like one space done at a time that I could kind of like enjoy, but it just didn't work out that way because A, we're a large family, B, the whole house is under renovations and reconstructions. Not reconstructions, but finishing up, I guess you could say. So every time I would get one space semi-organized, I would go to work on another space, and the space that I had just previously gotten organized would just kind of blow up. I am so thrilled because I finally got our bedroom in order, I think, mostly. Probably about 90% there. I still have to get the sofa out of here. I love having the sofa in here, but we need it in the main room. We're not going to put it in the main room until we have the flooring out there done and the ceilings 100% done, because it's very large and it would just be in the way out there. But anyways, the room here is pretty much done. It's not 100% finished. It still needs trim around the windows, of course, and we need to seal the logs. We're going to use log jam on those. I think the room is about 90% finished, so I'm going to show it to you guys today. I'm also going to show you the closet, that walk-in closet that I was so excited about in the first video in this whole moving series. So you guys, never in all my dreams did I think I would ever have a walk-in closet. That's like something that was so beyond my scope. So when we found this place and agreed to buy it and it had a walk-in closet, I was in pinch me mode. I'm still in pinch me mode because this closet turned out really gorgeous. I kind of added my own touches to it. We are going to be putting in more shelving, but this space I want to say is probably about 85% finished. So I'm excited to show it to you today too. Okay, it's time for the closet. So we walked through the bathroom, which is not finished, of course. We still have to do a lot of work in here. These have to be set up and plumbed in, but it'll happen eventually. First thing we see is the bathtub. But here we have the first portion of the closet, and I believe that this was intended to be a shower, which we may turn it into a shower someday, but for now I like it as it is. It's got the tall dresses. As you can see, I still have space up there. That's never happened before. Okay, and as we turn the corner, this is the main closet area. The dresser fit perfectly in here. Initially, I did not want the dresser in here, but one thing led to another, and that's where it is. It turns out to be a good thing too, because apparently we cannot put any shelving on that back wall, or if we do, we have to be excessively careful because that is where the bulk of the wiring for the house is. It's behind that dresser. So I think it works out. I might just keep the dresser there. Over here, you can see, remember this cabinet? It was our homeschool shelf at the old home, but I don't need it now because I have a different shelf that was left with the home, which I'll show you guys in another video when I do the homeschool room tour. But this works so well in here, just perfectly. And look at all this space for my husband's clothes and my hanging shirt. We're gonna put another row of shelving up. I'll probably put several shelves in up here because look at all that wasted space. But still got space to spare. There was even room for my wedding dress. Guys, this is the first time I've had a really good place for my wedding dress. In our previous homes in Missouri, I had to have other people store my wedding dress for me because I never had a place for it. It's really nice to have a place for it in my own closet. Okay, funny story. Previously, my bathroom was very small and all my toiletries were in a tiny little cabinet above the toilet. So I just don't know what to do with all the space I have now for them. Previously, I was always it never happened, but it almost happened multiple times, where my toiletries almost ended up in the toilet because the cabinet was the only place where it was above the toilet. So it's nice to not have that delightful thrill every time I go to put lotion on my face. Still have my boho touches everywhere. I love how the lighting turned out, but check it out. Is that not classic? We got this light and it was missing one of the cones or whatever you call those things. So we have to get one of those if I get around to it. You guys, the ironic thing about this whole situation is that I had a vision when we sold our home in the Midwest and we moved here back to my hometown. I had a vision for what I wanted my home to look like. I was never able to fulfill that vision though. I wasn't able to carry it out or make it happen in our home in town. And it's so ironic because within the first 2 weeks here in this new home, that vision that I had in my head was already unfolding, and I could see each space was turning out the way I had always pictured for my home to turn out. So I love the Boho Decor, as you guys very well know, and I achieved that at our old home. But as I said, I was never able to achieve what was in my head. Like I had a certain picture of how I wanted it to be in my mind, and when I would get a space finished, it was never the way I thought it was going to look. And this place, it's 100% different. It not only meets the expectations for the vision I had in my mind, but it exceeds them. When we lived in the Midwest for 12 years, we struggled. And there were days that were just so dark and dismal that I didn't know how I would get through. It was in those days when Singing a New Song was born. I had gone to a ladies' conference, and for the first time in a long time, I found somebody that really encouraged me and prayed with me and told me, assured me that God was going to give me a new story, a new song. He was going to heal my heart. I believed her. For many years we struggled though, even after that, and I had so little space. We lived in less than 1,000 square feet of space up until our 5th child was born. A few months after our 5th child was born, we were at that point a family of 7 living in less than 1,000 square feet of space. And if you told me then that I would be standing where I am today, I do not think I would have believed you. But here we are. And I just want those watching this to be encouraged and to know that no matter what your circumstances may look like today, things could change tomorrow or next week or in the next few weeks or months. This, for example, this move for us happened so quickly. You never know what God has planned for you, and so expect the best. Believe the best is coming. Don't lose hope. You guys, I gotta show you something so beautiful I found for our bedroom. I found these in a Christian boho store on Etsy. They are digital downloads that you can have printed. So I had them printed on some canvas. I love the look of them, the pictures on them, but the Bible verses that are on them just kind of reflect our story so far. They really struck a chord with me when I saw them.